Anglo-Saxon or Old English period. This age starts from 450 to 1066 AD. We will start here from very beginning of 55 BC. Celts. Celts, which was very first tribe to live there up to 55 BC. After Celts, रोमन कंक्विस्ट हुआ। रोमन कंक्विस्ट हुआ था 55 BC से 407 AD तक। Now, this is the major part of this age, which is Anglo-Saxon Invasion. This was from 407 AD to 787 AD. After them, Viking invasion हुआ, जो कि 787 AD से 1066 AD तक रहा. At last, Norman conquest, which was till 1060. Now let's study them in brief. Celts, which are also called Britons, who were the original inhabitants of England land, on whom Romans repeated invasion. Celts has most dominant military force. After Romans conquest, Romans and Celts spent their lives with peacefully coexistence. Here, Romans provided protection against tribes to Celts. In this particular time, Latin language की influence हुई and alphabets taken from Latin. After 407 AD, Romans had to leave because Visigoths attacked Romans. Romans forced to withdraw 407 AD. Now, the most important part of this age starts. Two tribes, Picts and Scots, attacked Britain, and Britain took help of Angles and Saxons and Jutes. Here, Angles and Saxons came as mercenaries. They were welcomed first, then Celts driven to mountain area, which means जब Angles and Saxons आए तो सबसे पहले वो एक हेल्पर की तरह एग्जिस्ट करने लगे, लेकिन कुछ टाइम बाद जैसे ही वो पावर में आए, उन्होंने सेल्ट्स को, जो कि सबसे पहली ओरिजिनल इनहैबिटेंट्स थी, उन्हें माउंटेन एरिया की तरफ भेज दिया और खुद राज करने लगी. In 787 AD, repeatedly Viking invasion हुआ. To protect themselves, King Alfred united all the kingdoms and fought Vikings. In this fight, Alfred and all the United Kingdoms wins and Vikings left England. In 1066 AD, Norman invasion हुआ, जो कि Battle of Hastings कहलाई. Let's understand this easily. जो Normans थे वो फ्रांस से थे. Head of Norman was Duke Williams, और इंग्लैंड में इन्होंने अटैक किया था, जो कि उस टाइम पे किंग थे हैरोल्ड. किंग हैरोल्ड और ड्यूक विलियम्स के बीच में एक बैटल हुई, जिसमें नॉर्मन्स यानी ड्यूक विलियम्स जीते. Here, Anglo and Saxons period gets over as their tribes gets out from England, and Normans conquered England. जो कि इस एज का एक मेजर पार्ट था. एंग्लो एंड सैक्सन पीरियड, उनका पीरियड यहाँ पे खत्म होता है इस एज में, जो कि थी 1066 AD, और इसके आगे नॉर्मन्स रूल करते हैं. नाउ लेट्स जस्ट टॉक अबाउट ओल्ड इंग्लिश लिटरेचर्स. इस टाइम पर ओरल ट्रेडिशन थी और alliterative verse is in which words beginnings with same sounds. इसी टाइम पे इंटरनल राइम्स थी. इंटरनल राइम्स होती हैं जिनमें वर्ड्स एक लाइन में, एक रिदम में, और लाइन के साथ जो लाइन चलती है एक रिदम को मेंटेन करते हुए चलती है, वो होती है इंटरनल राइम्स. ये उन वर्ड्स को साथ में लेके चलती है जिससे राइम या सेंटेंस स्टार्ट हुआ था, एंड में वही सेम वर्ड आता है या उससे एकदम मिलता हुआ शब्द आता है. ये होती है इंटरनल राइम. इस टाइम पे कैनिंग्स थी. कैनिंग्स होती हैं जो कि मेटाफोरिकल डिस्क्रिप्टिव फ्रेज होती है. This was about this period's English literature. Now let's study four major poetic manuscripts. Very first of them is Junius manuscripts, which are also called or known as Cardamon manuscripts. Second one is Exeter book or Codex. Third one is Versailles book or Codex. And the fourth or last one is Novel Codex, which was also called Beowulf manuscript. Now, major poetries of this age. First of them is Beowulf. Second is With Smith. Third, Dear. Fourth, The Wanderer. Fifth one is The Seafarer. Sixth, The Battle of Maldon, and seventh one is Dream of the Road. जैसे कि ये उस टाइम की मेजर पोइट्रीज हैं, तो इनके बारे में थोड़ा थोड़ा जानना बनता है. मैं आपको इन शॉर्ट इनके बारे में थोड़ी थोड़ी सी नॉलेज दूंगी. बेहतर रहेगा अगर आप इन्हें नोट कर लेंगे. Let's move to the very first, Beowulf. Beowulf is the story of killing the monster. Beowulf is a character who is the hero of Geats. Geats एक ट्राइब है. ब्रॉथकल एक और कैरेक्टर है जो कि किंग है डेनमार्क का, जिसने मीड हॉल बनाया है. और ये मीड हॉल एक फीस्टिंग हॉल है. इसमें एक मॉन्स्टर है जिसका नाम है ग्रेंडलर. The story is this monster attacked on Mead Hall. और जो हमारा हीरो है स्टोरी का, ब्यूवुल्फ, वो बचाता है मीड हॉल को. ब्यूवुल्फ हीरोइकली मारता है मॉन्स्टर को और बचाता है फीस्टिंग हॉल को. Let's talk about some important incidents of this poem. This is the battle with monster named General. जो सबसे पहला अटैक था वो ब्यूवुल्फ की तरफ था, जनरल की मदर का, और ब्यूवुल्फ उसको मार देता है. अगेन अटैक्ड बाय ड्रैगन, स्लेज द ड्रैगन, एंड ब्यूवुल्फ विंस, बट ही गॉट मॉर्टल वाउंड्स. फाइनली एट लास्ट ही डाइड. मॉन्स्टर जो उसमें बताया है वो अफ्रीका को बताया है, और जो ड्रैगन है हमारा चाइना है. इस पोएम को नेशनल एपिक स्टेटस मिला है इन ब्रिटेन. इन शॉर्ट, दिस इज एन एपिक इन ब्रिटेन, और यू कैन से नेशनल एपिक पोएम इन ब्रिटेन. It presents Scandinavia's warrior, and the writer was anonymous. This right was in alliterative verse and had 3,182 lines, and it was novel codex. This was all about Beowulf. Now, let's move to the second one, which is With Smith. With Smith is a traveler's song. It was written in 142 lines. This was an alliterative poem. With Smith is a, you can say, character who is a traveler or wanderer who tells his wanderings. Speaks of mead halls where he welcomed and sang songs. How people loved him and praised his songs in Sean. Third one is Dior. Dior is a lament song of a minister. Lament of the Scope Dear and complaint of Scope, who was replaced by another minister. Fourth one is the Seafarer. Seafarer is all about a sailor's life, his isolations, unpredictable weather, and fiery ocean. The fifth one is the Wanderer. This is a lament song. It is a story of a bard who cast off from his kingdom after the death of his lord, and who is not able to find a new lord, wanders earth, feeling lonely, reminds the comfort of former's life. Sixth one is the Battle of Maldon. It is incomplete work. Its beginnings and ending both lost, which means ये कुछ ऐसा वर्क था जिसके स्टार्टिंग ही समझ नहीं आती और इसके एंडिंग जैसे है ही नहीं, ये कंप्लीट हुआ ही नहीं था. Well, this work was about historical battle of East Saxon and Vikings. The English Lord Bright North is courageous. The seventh one and the very last is Dream of the Road. This was a religious poem. It was a dream poem. In the poem, the poet beholds a tree, the road of the cross, in which Christ died. Road tells its own story, how it suffers from all founds. Now, if we talk about the writers, the major writers, four names comes in the mind. First one is Bede, second was Caedmon, third one is Saint Wulf, and the fourth one is Alfred the Great. We should study about them or know about them in brief as they were the mains. So, very first of them is Bede. This character or writer was called with various names, which were Saint Bede, Venerable Bede, Bede the Venerable. His works were Ecclesiastical History of English People. In Latin language, it was Historia Ecclesiastical, which was gens analog in Latin, as he was a Latin writer. The second work was The History of Christian Church in England, the method of dating events from the time of Christians' births, example AD, which is Anno Domini, came into general use through the popularity of the work, or this particular work. History of England from the time of Julius Caesar to 371 CE, the time of completion of this book. The second important writer is Caedmon. He was the Old English writer. Caedmon's hymns were based on only survivings. He was the first poet of Old English to use English in his works. He wrote the first poem in 9 lines, which was the song of praise to God for his creations. The third major poet was Cynewulf. He wrote religious compositions in vast lines, the Fates of Apostles, Juliana, Alene, Christ II. These apostles, Juliana, Alene, and Christ II, were his works. And the last one is King Alfred, or you can say the Alfred the Great. He was the king of Wessex and translated books from Latin to English. He is the only English monarch who called as the Great. So, this was all for English literature's first major age, which was Old English literature. Hope I made it easily or successful to understand to you. इस पूरे पार्ट में और इस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो में अगर कुछ भी ऐसा है जो आपको नहीं समझ आया या आपको कहीं हेल्प चाहिए तो बेफिक्र होकर मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताएं। मैं कोशिश करूंगी कि आपको कमेंट सेक्शन में उस बात का जवाब दे पाऊं, नहीं तो अपनी मेल आईडी शेयर करके आपकी हेल्प कर पाऊं। आपको कोई भी डाउट हो, कुछ भी पूछना हो तो जस्ट feel free to contact me or to reach me through comment section. And do like my video, as this will help me to make it with all my efforts. Also, your like, comments will make my work appreciate. So please do like my channel, subscribe my channel, do like the videos and share it with your friends and family members who are preparing for the same. Have a good day.